morning to everyone. Alhamdulillah, it is truly a great honor for me to share this wonderful stage with all of you. Tanya to World Education Summit kerana berjaya menganjurkan program pada hari ini. And on behalf of my university, I would like to thank the organizer for inviting and also organizing for this wonderful event. I only have 15 minutes, so I'll be quick and I'll be fast. So we are talking about future education. And most of the topics that have been presented is, speaking loud about the future education. And we are talking about future education. We can see that everybody is saying the technology, the metaverse, the AI, the AR, NR, XR, and all sorts of RR things. This is a huge challenge to us, because education for the future is not only about technology, but to me, as a Vice-Chancellor of Sultan Idris Education University, where we train teachers, 80% of our students became the secondary teachers in Malaysia and also all across the globe. It is a huge challenge because this is what we need to address about future education. I truly believe that, yes, future education is focusing on technology, but at the same time, didn't forget about the marginalized community and stuff. So this is what I said, as we mentioned just now, we've been talking about the future education, the technology, the connectivity, internet, so forth and so on. Unfortunately, we also know that the future education based on technology that we have discussed and proposed also have its limitations, its challenges. Plus, sometimes if we didn't nurture it right, it will widen the gap of the urban and the rural, the rich and the poor, and also the educated and the non-privileged students. As previous data shows that, the less developed country or low-income country is not ready to provide the future education or support of education to people with disabilities. Secondly, the enrollment rate, you see there, is about 50% of refugee children attended primary school compared to the mainstream schools, whereas about 91% of the children in the world in the mainstream attending schools. So what happens to the refugees' kids, children? That is also the future of this world. The third data shows that only 76% of orang asli, the natives of Malaysia, moves from primary to secondary school, compared to 96.8% of national transition in Malaysia in 2018. Whereas only 4% of national dropout rate in 2017 in the mainstream, while there are about 26% of orang asli students drop out of school. So if you are talking about future education, most of the time you are taking a look at ourselves, the privilege that we have, the things, the technology, all the things and infrastructure surrounding us. But how about this underprivileged community, people and stuff? And as mentioned by World Bank, 6 billion people without broadband, then about 4 billion people without internet, 2 billion people without mobile phones, or 0.4 billion people without digital signal. And about 60% of the world's population is offline. So how are we talking about the metaverse, the AI? If you want to do all those kind of things to encourage the online learning and stuff, with a good quality of videos and also the XR and stuff, you need to have a good broadband or 5G coverage. And this becomes an issue, a challenge to the certain community that we have to focus on. I came from the Universiti Pendidikan Sultan Idris, It's a public university located in Tanjung Malim. It's about 1 hour drive from Kuala Lumpur or 1.5 hour drive from Putrajaya. We have about 26,000 students and 2,000 staff. And most of our students, they will be teachers, secondary school teachers in Malaysia. So what are we doing at our university to address the issue and stuff? Yes, when we are talking about future education, we cannot left behind with all the technologies and stuff. We established a faculty of meta computing and technology, which is focusing on the latest pedagogy in education. We are also now being tasked by the Ministry of Higher Education to develop an AR curriculum for polytechnics and also technical university in Malaysia. So the first one of the module is about EV, where Malaysia is seriously involved into EV and stuff. And we also we are very strong in doing all the systems, the learning management system, and so on and so forth about technology. But at the same time, without forgetting the marginalized community, we are also doing our main aim, goals, and also responsibility in providing opportunities to the Orang Asli student. This is a program with the Orang Asli where we are joining together with ANSWER. Malaysia, we get about 15 million ringgit grants from the government to help to educate and to nurture of future education for the Orang Asli. We provide them with tablets, which is textbooks and stuff, where all of the curriculum is offline. So during COVID pandemic and stuff, this helps them a lot. If you ask me, where do they charge all the tablets and stuff? Come on, most of the Orang Asli village now, they have electricity, especially generated by solar. And they have schools. So this is where we do for the Orang Asli people, especially in Perak. The second one is for the people with disabilities. We have a center of disabilities learning center. And one of them is called the Pusat Pemulihan Dalam Community, where people with disabilities have an access to our library, to education, to curriculum, and also a special programs to help them with their things. And this is one of the signature programs that we have in UPSI. We have a diploma in entrepreneurship at the Penjara of Keluang, at the prison of Keluang. This is giving second chance to the juvenile offender for them to get a diploma so that when they were released from the prison, they will have a second, I think, a better future. We're not going to let them behind. And this is our pioneer projects. We are looking for more partners and sponsors and stuff, to expand these programs towards all of the prisons that have juvenile offenders in Malaysia. And if you talk to the juvenile offenders, you'll be sad. It's because most of them came from the broken family. Some of them live with their grandparents and stuff. So most of them involved in drugs. And they were actually tasked or asked by their uncles or by their stepfathers to sell them. And by the end of the day, they are the one who ended in the prison. It's a true story. And currently, the students are in the 4th semester of the study. The next one is, if you guys are from Malaysia, Taff is very popular. Most of the Muslim parents and family are sending their kids to Taff programs. Unfortunately, some of the Taff are not related to the mainstream education. So after they finish their studies, they will just, jobless and stuff. It's hard for them to get job because they don't have the mainstream certificate and stuff. We work together with Yayasan Rafulin. We got an endowment or wakaf in total of 9.5 million to establish a Taff center, where this is where we will do the mainstream education and also help the Taff teachers to get a proper certification of education so that they can, utilize technology and also the future education in the learning of religious studies and stuff. And secondly, if you have been to Sabah, they are stateless children. The children without nationality. There are no Filipinos, no Malaysian, no Indonesian. So we have a special program together with Majlis Keselamatan Negara where we have education program with the children of the refugee or the stateless children, focusing on basic things, 3M, read, write, and also counting, and also preparing for some light technical and vocational skills. so that they can equip themselves for their future. And last but not least, we also have the National Child Development Research Center, where we focus on the latest technology and also pedagogy in childhood early education. This center is being referred by World Bank because to date we have about 100,000 data of kids aged from 1 month to 4 years old in our university. All over the Malaysia. We work closely with KEMAS, Kementerian Perpaduan, and also all sorts of jabatan, plus all the private tadika or early childhood center in Malaysia. So, ladies and gentlemen, I truly believe that when you are talking or when you are speaking about education for the future, we must not only look into ourselves. Most of us come from a tertiary education, from a higher institutional learning, where we are well equipped with all the gadgets, technologies, infrastructures, Wi-Fi, and everything. But please also think about these generations, these future generations, who sometimes will be left behind if we didn't address the issue. And therefore, in this opportunity, I would like to invite all of you for us to collaborate together. We have about 7 projects. We would like to invite any of you to come together, to work closely with us, to give a new meaning, a new future education for these special communities, which definitely need house assistance for the future global and holistic work. And last but not least, this is me. Why I know about the orang asli and stuff. I'm a professional about the Malaysian kayaker. I've been traveling all the Malaysian jungles, and this is located about 30 kilometers from the hutan belum, where it's very remote. There's no electricity and stuff. I see from my own eyes the orang asli or the origins and stuff, their struggles, and also their needs. So therefore, you got my details there. Let us work together and see you in Tanjung Balai. Thank you.